You must get rid of your German car before the warranty is over. And I received a message from one of my viewers, guys, and he said that he had a BMW M5 that he bought brand new, and he kept it really well, and he serviced it well, right? And he said he was following service intervals that were beyond BMW's recommendation. So BMW, obviously, everyone knows, has pretty poor service interval recommendations. Often, a lot of these cars get serviced at 20,000 kilometers. He was servicing it really well, chopping the intervals in half, and sometimes below that as well. And he owned this car. He loved it. It gave him no issues during warranty. He warmed it up, cooled it down, gave it the best oil, and said, you know what, this car is so well maintained. I love it so much. I've enjoyed it so much. I'm going to keep it outside of warranty. Why not? And I think that's very fair, right? A lot of us are in that situation where we own these German cars. And I think German car owners feel that way more than other car owners. I own Toyotas, for example. 2 of my cars are Toyotas. My GR Yaris, I've got a Corolla Cross Hybrid as well. With Japanese cars, they often don't inspire. The GR Yaris is different, obviously. This is a performance Toyota. But often with a lot of these regular Japanese cars, and even, mild performance Japanese cars, they don't inspire the level of love and passion the way a German car does. And I owned my BMW, so it is the way it is, right? When you have some of these nice German cars, they really do ignite something within you. In the back of every owner's mind, they know the reputation of German cars and they know the reality. I speak to so many people, even those who defend German cars, they understand that reality, that there's a dragon sitting, that something can go wrong. But when these German cars, they treat you so well within warranty, you start to doubt that fact that these cars can be troublesome. You think, you know what, maybe German cars aren't all that bad outside of warranty, and maybe I've got a good one and I will keep it because I love it. So I totally understand that mindset. So this person, he decided to keep his BMW M5 outside of warranty. And I believe it was just 10,000 kilometers outside of warranty. Within a year, he spun his rod bearings and engine went boom. Very sad. That is upwards of $10,000 as a loss immediately after you've taken one of the biggest losses of your life, which is owning a German car from brand new and taking it through the warranty period. That depreciation is one of the worst losses of life. I mean, you don't face depreciation like that in many other avenues of life. In real estate, housing usually goes up. In a business, you're earning money, etc. So a loss like that in life and just regular life is a very rare loss, and it's only something that happens in cars and in these luxury performance cars, right? So he faced that depreciation, and then his engine went boom. And he said to me, and it was very insightful what he said to me, and he said to me that he's not even mad about it. It didn't make him mad. He's just glad that he learned his lesson and understood the reality of German cars. That is one of the most positive ways someone can think about it. Because a lot of times I make these videos, I make them on Japanese cars, German cars, and there's so many people on different sides of the camp. And I'll have people come in and say, I've owned 2,000 BMWs in my life and none of them have given me issues. A lot of people are failing to understand the reality of these cars, or they're coping. Maybe their cars didn't give them issues, but that's certainly not the historical average. The probability, it's not in your favor. A lot of that's going on in the community where people aren't telling others about the realities of German car ownership, because they're too busy justifying their choices, justifying their losses, whatever it is, whatever the perspective. And this person had a very positive perspective where he said, you know what, I can't be mad at the brand. In future, I do want a BMW. If I get one, I'm just going to own it under warranty. And I said, mate, that's one of the most positive ways you can look at it, because I had a BMW outside of warranty, and when my BMW cost me thousands of dollars, more than $10,000, I too learned that same lesson. Do I hate BMW? No. Out of the German cars, it's probably my favorite driving brand. Do I think I'll own a BMW in my life again? Perhaps, if I get to a certain level where I think I can afford one within warranty, of course. But it has to be within warranty. It's just the way it is. Unless you can wrench on it, unless you have the skills to be fixing these cars in your garage, unless you're okay with perhaps having a engine go out on you or a transmission go out on you, unless you can do all of that, you've got to keep it to the warranty period. For the average Joe, these are in warranty cars. They're best enjoyed that way. I hope that helps, guys. I'll catch you next time.